you there, but really good timing because we're just about to talk about sleep. So we know that headaches and migraines can really be impacted by your sleep. Too little an amount can set off an attack, but also too much can also set off an attack. So that's what we're talking about today. What can you do to improve your sleep so that you can help your headaches and migraines, but also how is your sleep affecting you? Hi, I'm Dr. Beth, osteopath here at Melbourne Headache Solutions. So, headache and migraine sufferers are 2 to 8 times more likely to suffer with a sleep disorder. That's an incredibly high amount. And it's been found that if you get less than 6 hours of sleep, that you are more likely to suffer more severe and more frequent attacks. So, you want to be getting more than 6 hours sleep. I know that I love my sleep, so there's no way I'm going to be sleeping less than 6 hours. So, there's a really important chemical called serotonin, and when you're low in serotonin, it can contribute to your headaches and migraines. But serotonin is also really important in regulating your sleep-wake cycle. So when you're low in serotonin, then you're more likely to get a disrupted night's sleep. But when you get a good night's sleep, then you actually increase your levels of serotonin. But the problem is that if your levels of serotonin are already low and you're getting a disrupted night's sleep, then you're not reproducing that serotonin, so it's further lowering the amount, which means that you're going to get a disrupted night's sleep, further lowering your levels, further getting a disrupted night's sleep, and the vicious cycle continues, which means that you are more prone to getting headaches and migraines. So, to break this cycle, you need to be getting a good night's sleep so that you can increase your levels of serotonin so that you are less likely to get headaches and migraines. And also remember that you need more than 6 hours of sleep. So, there are several things that you can do to help improve your quality of sleep so that you can help to decrease your headaches and migraines. The first thing that you really want to be doing is looking at your sleep hygiene. So, these are things that you can do before you go to bed, okay? So making sure that you're not using screen time before you're going to bed. So turning off everything like computers, laptops, phones, and those sorts of things at least an hour before you go to bed. The blue light in particular is very harsh and is very excitable, so it keeps us awake. Okay, so you really want to be switching those things off so that we're calming down before bed. So reading a book is really good, okay, before bed. And making sure that you're not checking emails, nothing excitable, but reading a book, talking to your partner, listening to music, anything that's calming or soothing before bed. Making sure that you're in a dark environment as well, so not having bright lights around, and also a quiet environment so that you can sleep. The other thing as well is that sometimes we drink alcohol a little bit too close to bed, and this actually doesn't give us a really good quality night's sleep. It actually keeps us in the really superficial layers of sleep and stops us from dipping down into the REM layers of sleep, which is actually where we create that serotonin. So you might feel like you're out like a light bulb, but you're not actually getting really good quality sleep. So making sure that you're not drinking things like alcohol too close to bed, okay? And the same thing with caffeine. Caffeine is a stimulant. So you don't want to be drinking caffeine too close to bed either. So you want to be stopping that by about 6 o'clock. Okay, the same thing with alcohol when you can. We do understand that, you know, we do have nights out with our alcohol, but also moderating the alcohol when you can so that, again, you can have a good night's sleep. Okay, so these are some things that you can do on a regular basis to make sure that you're having a good night's sleep. The other things that you can do as well is making sure that you've got set bedtimes and set waking up times. So sometimes when we disrupt our sleep cycle, then that can also contribute to our headaches and migraines. So usually during the week, our working week, so Monday to Friday, then we go to bed at the same time and we wake up at the same time. So we're fairly consistent. But on the weekends, understandably, we might want to sleep in. So sometimes we sleep in for a bit longer, or alternatively, we go to bed later because, hey, we've got the time, so why not? But sometimes that can also be a trigger for our headaches and migraines. So sometimes evening out our sleep pattern like that Making sure that you're going to bed and waking up at the same times on the weekends can also help with your headaches and migraines. So being consistent with the times that you go to bed. And if you don't have a consistent time that you go to bed during the working week as well, setting a time for it as well. Okay? The other things you really want to be mindful of is your sleeping posture. So making sure that you've got a really good quality pillow, okay? So something that's comfortable for you. We get asked all the time about pillows. What's a good pillow? Which one's right for me? Look, we're all built differently, okay? But it's really important that when you are a side sleeper, that the pillow fills the gap between your shoulder and your head, okay? So that when you're sleeping on your side, your head isn't sinking into the pillow and your head isn't dropping down, or alternatively that it's too big and it's pushing your head up. So if you're waking up in the morning with discomfort, you've probably got the wrong pillow. When you're a back sleeper, same thing. You don't want too tall of a pillow or else it pushes your head forwards, and that's going to be really uncomfortable as well. So making sure that you've got a comfortable pillow for you. The last thing in regards to that is you never want to be a stomach sleeper. It might be really, really comfortable for you, but it is shocking for your neck, which, as we know, contributes to headaches and migraines as well. So if you sleep on your stomach, your head looks like this all night and you're putting pressure down through it. If you walked around like that all day, you would understandably say that is shocking for my neck. So why do we do it overnight? We shouldn't be doing that at all. So don't do that, okay? If you're a stomach sleeper, as of tonight, I want you to try to not be. Hug a pillow into your body and convert to being a side sleeper. That is the best way to transition from being a stomach sleeper into a different position, is going onto your side and hugging a pillow, okay? If you do it consistently, it's not that hard to change, okay? So give these things a go, but we want to try to break that vicious cycle, and if you can get a good night's sleep, then it means that your serotonin levels can help to rise overnight, and it means that your sleep won't be contributing to your headaches and migraines. Give it a go, let me know how you go, share it around. It's Headache and Migraine Awareness Week, so we want to get as much awareness out there as possible so that we can help as many people as possible. Thanks guys, and I'll catch you tomorrow.